Thank you. That was Sinclair Lott on drums, Harvey Newmark on bass, and I'm John Rodby on piano. And now let's give it up for Ms. Sherry Williams.
So often as I wait for sleep, I find myself reciting the words I've said or should have said, like scenes that need rewriting. Smiles I should have answered, doors perhaps I should have opened, songs forgotten in the morning. I recall the roles I've played, the tears I may have squandered, the many pipers I have paid along the roads I've wandered. Yet all the time I knew it, love was somewhere out there waiting. Though I may regret a kiss or two, if I had changed a single day, what went amiss or went astray, I to you. Smiles I never answered. Doors perhaps I should have opened. Songs forgotten in the morning. I recall the roles I've played, the tears I may have squandered, the many pipers I have paid along the roads I've wandered. Yet all the time I knew it. Love was somewhere out there waiting. Though I may regret a kiss or two, if I had changed a single day that went amiss or went astray, I may have never found my way to you. I wouldn't change a thing that happened on my way to you. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to start with Cole Porter. Continue. I love the look of you, the leer of you, the sweet of you, the pure of you, the eyes, the arms, the mouth of you, the east, west, north, and the south of you. I'd like to take complete control of you, handle even the heart and soul of you. Darling, love a small percent of me, do, for I love all of you. I love the look of you, the lure of you. I would like to take a tour of you, the eyes, the arms, the mouth of you, the east, west, north, and the south of you. I'd like to take complete control of you, handle even the very soul of you. Darling, love a small percent of me, do, for I love all of you. Gonna have some fun tonight. I want you to meet these guys because they're so wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm spoiled, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'll start with John, because I was going to say I've known him the longest, but that's not true. But we've been working together for many years, 25, 30. I quit counting. I don't know. Really. Besides, we're what you call long-standing friends, not old friends. He's an amazing pianist. Some of you might even know him. He conducted the Dinah Shore's TV show for 20 years, and we used to do the golf tournament out here. Used to do it. He would conduct the Les Brown band, and I would sing with the background girls. It was fun. Dinah. So anyway, Mr. John Rodby. It's one of us. I love it. And the man behind me, I have known longer than anyone else here, and we've quit counting too, because it's close to 40 years. Yeah, I know. Woo. We were childhood friends. If you believe that, yeah, right. Yeah, childhood friends, right? What can I tell you? He's a wonderful player. He's actually the principal bassist at the San Bernardino Symphony. And so you may have seen him, but he plays a lot of jazz gigs around. He played with Cal Jader. He played with everybody. I mean, all these guys go way back. It's amazing when we teach. Kids don't get it that there's such a wealth of experience on any jazz bandstand. Any place you go, especially out here in the desert, you hear people who it's amazing. So anyhow, my dear friend, dear long-standing friend, Mr. Harvey Newmark. I love it. And a relatively new friend, I don't know, maybe 10 years, who knows, but something like that. We've been doing a lot of gigs together up in North Hollywood at this church, and I loved his playing so much. He said, you're going to have to do some jazz gigs with me.
I was going to say, it's only been a year, but it seems like 10 years.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, that's one of those friends. Yeah, it seems like 10. You see how he is? You see. Back to church for you. You need it. Yeah, right. Yes, back to church. Anyway, they have a great band at this particular church, classical and jazz combined, which is the best of the best. And so we've been working together for a while, and also on jazz gigs. Mr. Sinclair Lott. Got a bug. It happens every time I come to the desert, so bear with me. But I'm going to do an old tune that I'm sure a lot of you have heard. I loved it, and people don't do it very much anymore. So, yeah, you do it? Okay. Exactly like you? What you're asking? I love instant arrangement. I love it. You will? Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I know why I waited, know why I've been blue, prayed each night for someone exactly like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two? No one does those love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand, I want to give the world to you. You seem to understand each foolish little dream I'm dreaming and I'm scheming, and now I know why Mother taught me to be true. She meant me for someone exactly like you. I know why I waited, know why I've been blue. I prayed each night for someone exactly like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two? No one does those love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand, I want to give the world to you. You seem to understand each foolish little dream I'm dreaming and I'm scheming, and now I know why Mother taught a show or two. No one does those love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand. I want to give the world to you. You seem to understand each foolish little dream. I'm dreaming and scheming, I'm scheming, and now I know why Mama taught me to be true. She meant me for someone. She meant me for someone. She meant me for someone exactly like you. Thank you. You're terrific. I love it. Well, okay. I love, obviously, the Great American Songbook. So I like to do material by these writers. We did, of course, we started with a more modern tune. It was written in the 60s, I think. Nope, 1988. I always forget. The Bergmans have written so much music that I can't keep up with it. We started with On My Way to You, which is Michel Legrand and the Bergmans, Alan and Marilyn Bergman, and then went to the Great American Songbooks, Cole Porter, and then this was written by Jimmy McHugh and Dorothy Fields. I have a Jimmy McHugh book, and I'm really tempted to do a CD of this stuff. It's so great. Some years ago, his grandson gave me a book, and a lot of singers do a lot of his songs, but he wrote a ton of material. It was like really underexposed. So anyhow, I'm going to do a song by Bart Howard that everybody does. But John wrote such a lovely arrangement that we recorded it. We just did a duo CD. We recorded it, and I think you'll like it. I hope you'll like it. I'm going to do the verse. The verse, yes. Yeah, we did a bunch of verses on this CD. That was fun. It's the other thing about the Great American Songbook. Lots and lots of marvelous verses, and the writers are so clever. You'll see the difference when I do a couple of Brazilian things for you. Really clever stuff. So anyway, I hope you like this. Poets often use many words to say a simple thing. It takes thought and time and rhyme to make a poem sing. With music and words I've been playing. For you I have written a song, to be sure that you know what I'm saying. I'll translate as I go along. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter, on Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. Thank you, John, for that arrangement. And you know what he gave me for Christmas early? A complete orchestra arrangement of that. I can't wait to hear it. So we get to do it. We get to do it in Idlewild at some point. Yes. So anyway, I said, what do you want? And I thought about it. And this is just such a charming arrangement. I thought, let's do this for full orchestra. So, lucky me. What can I say? So the question is, what am I going to get him now with a new Cadillac? Oh, gosh. Okay. Back to the Gas, or the Great American Songbook. So we're going to do Irving Berlin. Going to do a little ditty by Irving Berlin. A little ditty. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. I never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right, noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love. My, how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. I never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right, noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love. My, how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue. Thank you so much. Yeah, Irving Berlin, that's one of my favorites. Irving Berlin, and I'm going to do a Jack Siegel tune later. I think I am. Maybe I'm not. He's one of my favorites. Anyway, I always think of them, how they're such clever songwriters, and then, of course, they write things for shows that sometimes make less sense than the other ones. But can anybody remember what show that came from? I was reading about it today, and I don't remember. I thought maybe somebody would. Okay. Let's see. It was 1926. So, John, my encyclopedia.
My memory doesn't go back that
And you always know, but it wasn't. That's one that slid by, huh? Yeah. Okay. Maybe it'll pop into my head because I was surprised. I didn't remember that in my travels. Anyhow, I am gonna do a Jack Siegel tune. This was written. A lot of the songs were very poignant, really clever wordcraft. Jack Siegel was one of, I think, America's greatest wordsmiths, and he didn't write. He came along at kind of like at the end of the Tin Pan Alley era, and he wrote When Sunny Gets Blue, and that was a little later. That was like I think in the 50s. He wrote Scarlet Ribbons for Your Hair. He wrote When Joanna Loved Me, and Here's to the Losers, and a bunch of things that Sinatra and Tony Bennett and Nat King Cole did, and then a few things for shows. But they said that he was responsible for 65 million hits he was on, his songs. He wrote, I know that he had 200 hit songs, so of his own. And he wrote a lot with Marvin Fisher. Well, and he wrote a lot with Blossom Dearie, too, some wonderful stuff. And John and I were working with him when he passed away. I realize now it's 10 years ago. I didn't think it was that long. Yeah, I keep thinking, it's 3 or 4 years ago. So this one is one that I don't know. I know 2 other people that have recorded it, and that's all. But it's very silly, but it gives you an example of some of the things these guys wrote. They're just so clever. This is a song about a puppet who dances bebop. He's very silly. Jack was very, very silly. I know a puppet who dances bebop. No matter how they pull the strings, he's got a mind of his own. He tells them to leave him alone and put on a record that really swings. His master is certain he'll bring disaster. He gets the other pups upset. But all the kitties come round to laud him. You ought to see them applaud him, their favorite marionette. It all started one day when he heard a trumpet playing. Now all he wants to do is to let himself go so low. So come see the puppet who dances bebop. He stops the show when he comes on. The climax is hard to believe. His master will get up and leave, but he dances after the master's gone. puppet who dances bebop. No matter how they pull the strings, he's got a mind of his own. He tells them, leave him alone and put on a record that really swings. His master is certain to bring disaster. He gets the other pups upset. But all the kiddies come round to laud him. You ought to see them applaud him, their favorite marionette. It all started one day when he heard a trumpet playing boop, 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 boop. Now all he wants to do is to let himself go. So come see the puppet who dances bebop. He stops the show when he comes on. The climax is hard to believe. His master will get up and leave, but he dances after the master's gone. He dances after the master's gone. He dances after the master's gone. Thank you. Isn't that silly? Jack is silly. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, boy. Do I need this? I felt fine until I ate cheese. Stupid. How stupid can you be? Feta cheese, usually it's okay. But that's the one thing, when I used to work Vegas in the 70s and 80s, or whenever I worked Vegas, that was the only place where I could eat. The singers could actually drink milk. You could drink like non-fat milk with ice in it and stuff, and it would be good for your throat. Otherwise, you would just die. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Did I
Thank you.
my bit with Dinah?
No, what? When she was, here, because
She'd have a stool out, with a glass of water.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And she'd take a sip and say, somebody put
Water in my water.
I'd get down on my knees and go, a miracle!
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, yeah, I have a girlfriend who puts vodka in hers. Hey. I think we took it away from her last time. She said, I had so much fun there. I said, yeah. That's all I have. Oh, gosh, that's funny. Let's us see. Okay, now, I'm going to do a tune by Jobim. I'm actually going to do two of them, not back-to-back, but two of them. And to give you an example of the difference in the writing between the Brazilians, not just the rhythms, but I remember starting to hear, with Brazil 66, and before that, Orfeo Negro with the music of Luis Bonfá, of course his was a little sadder, but how the Brazilians, how Jobim in particular, wrote lyrics that were about everyday things. It was a lot lighter, and the stories, rather, bless you, Gesundheit. And so anyway, as compared to some of the more serious things that that the great American songwriters wrote about. So anyway, this is called Triste. This one is a little bit sad, but you'll see how he wrote this when he was waiting for Sinatra. The story is he's at the Sunset Hotel in Hollywood, in West Hollywood, and he was going to do a recording session with Frank Sinatra. I think it was their first one. And Sinatra was in Barbados vacationing. And so he was waiting in the hotel room, probably, who knows what. So he's writing, as writers do, and he came up with this little ditty. Sad is to live in solitude. so high, my heart can't stand the strain. A heart that stops when you pass by, only to cause me pain. Sad is to live in solitude. Far from your tranquil altitude. Sad is to know that no one ever can live on a dream that never will be, will never be. Dreamer awake, wake up and see. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-da-da, aeroplane. To get that weird word in there. So high, my heart can't stand the strain. Ba-da-ba-da-boo, a heart that stops when you walk by, only to cause me pain. Sad is to live in solitude. Solitude. Isn't that funny? Absolutely gorgeous melody and kind of okay lyrics. No, pretty different. Yeah, you'll hear. Yeah, different. I'll do one note samba later. It's the same thing. You'll hear. Only that one's a lot more bouncy. Salud. Samsai. Chichi. And you know the looking up your old address one. I know that one. Matt Gordon, who wrote this? John Lewis.
Sammy Fain.
No.
I'll be seeing you?
No. How High the Moon? No. We were both wrong.
I'm sorry?
We were both wrong.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to look.
Well, you might want to tell me the tune.
Oh, okay. That might be a good idea. Definitely, that might be a good idea. How High the Moon. Morgan Lewis and Nancy Hamilton. I don't know why I don't remember that. I have to write it down. It's one of the tunes that everybody, and I never remember who wrote it. Morgan Lewis and Nancy Hamilton. So there. I heard somebody whisper something. You have a request? No. Don't sing that song. I don't like that song. No. No, I'm sorry. I'm teasing you. Somewhere there's music. How faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven. How high the moon. There is no moon above when love is far away too, till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music. It's where you are. Somewhere there's heaven. How near, how far. the darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Until you will, I'll steal my heart. How high the moon. Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above when love is far away too. Till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, it's where you are. Somewhere there's heaven, how near, how far the darkest night would find if you would come to me soon. Until you will, how still my heart, how high the moon. Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above when love is far away too. Till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, it's where you are. Somewhere there's heaven, how near, how far the darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Until you will, until you will, until you will, how still my heart, how high the moon. John Rodby, Harvey Newmark, and Sinclair Lott. Oh, my word. I'm such a lucky girl. You know, I thought I brought my phone out so I could tell what time it is, and I must have left it. Is it? Okay. So, moving right along. I know. It's like, do I have time for this one? Got my favorites. This is one of my favorites, and this was written by Sammy Fain. So there. And we recorded this on the duo CD also with the verse. And I hope you like this one. Cathedral bells were tolling, and our hearts sang on. Was it the spell of Paris or the April dawn? Who knows if we shall meet again? But when the morning chimes ring sweet again, I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well, and I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Isn't that one of the prettiest songs ever? And this, oh. And if you fought in WW2, I mean,
brother George liked it too.
and he did. Good for him. I'm afraid to ask. I went. Oh, that's right, George. Yeah, that's right. That came way later, though. He started doing it way after it had been. It had like 2 or 3 other hits, early 50s. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He was fun. I worked Vegas at the time, and so did John. Most of us, probably a lot of people here, at the time when Liberace was doing a lot of shows, and I used to sing background with Debbie Reynolds. Actually, I'll tell you how old I am. I sang background with Johnny Ray. And I was too young to be in the casino, and barely, so I'd have to go around, and they would walk. Now the other singers would put me in the middle, but. Liberace used to work at was it the Hilton? Had it been built yet? Seems like I saw him somewhere else. Oh, child, yes. No, we go back, because, the Hilton, Keeley and Louis Prima, and those were the good old days. But he worked there a lot. They would go in for 4 weeks or whatever with the big candelabra and stuff, and that was his closing song, right? That's how he closed the show? Or opened the show? Oh, that's it. Okay, that's why I'm thinking it was so long. Okay, because this was the 80s. 70s. No, it was the 70s. But I thought he had played it in a show. Anybody remember? Does anybody remember? Are we all? Come on now. CRS. I'm going to have hats made for my audience. So anyhow, we're almost ready to go, I think. I think it's just that time. So I just want to have you help me thank these fellas, because they're marvelous, and I love them. John Rodby, Harvey Newmark, Sinclair Lott, and give yourselves a hand. You are a marvelous, marvelous, marvelous group of people, really. Music lovers, every one of you, I can tell. No, really, this is just a beautiful situation, a beautiful series. A friend of mine plays there, and she said, you need to call them and ask them if you can come. They haven't heard you. So I did, and they said, yes. So I hope they have me back, but you're fabulous. I love it, and it's so nice to see people I know here, because I do come to the desert, every now and then. But as you know, what I love is this series is so fabulous. It's a listening audience. I do a series in Temecula, and every Thursday we have world-class straight-ahead jazz. Somebody's been there. Aha! Thank you.
Drove in this morning to come and see you.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you. I love it. I love it. See? It's not really that far. Did you come over the mountain?
Came over the mountain.
Oh, that's a good drive. You going back over the mountain?
No, we're staying here till Saturday.
Good. Oh, see? So you'll spend some money in town. It's all good, right? It's good for the city. Uh-oh. I love it. It's great. Well, I'm glad that they're here, because we do a similar thing, and it's nice to see when places present this kind of music. Because it is America's music, and I'd like to see it continue, and have students, people learning it, and kids, so that we keep teaching this to people. It's okay to do other stuff and to make it, to fuse it with other things, but you need to learn this first. I think that's just don't get me started. Anyway, so yeah, I know. Really, well, some kids don't even know that songs have melodies. They think they just have rhythm or beats. Beats. I have some great beats. My nephew, I wrote these beats. I said, did you write them or did your computer write them? Well, writing is done differently these days. Yeah, right, okay. All right, here's a pencil. Go in, here's some manuscript paper. Go right in. Anyhow, so thank you. I really do appreciate you being here. Really, God bless you. Thank you. So we're going to do a tune. We're going to close with Jobim, Antonio Carlos Jobim, but one of my favorites. It's called the One Note Samba, aptly so, because it's only one note most of the song. But I think you'll enjoy it. It's lots of fun. This is just a little samba built upon a single note. Other notes are bound to follow, but the root is that one note. Now this new one is the consequence of the one that went before, as I'm old to be the consequence of the one, and I forgot the words. So there. There's so many people who can talk and talk and talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. I have used up all the scale I know and at the end I've come to nothing or nearly nothing. So I come back to my first note as I must come back to you. I will pour into that one note all the love I feel for you. Anyone who wants the whole thing, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, he will find himself with no show. Better play the note you know. This is just a little samba built upon a single note. Other notes are bound to follow, but the root is that one note. Now this new one is the consequence of the one that came before, as I'm bound to be the unavoidable consequence of you. There's so many people who can talk and talk and talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. I have used up all the scale I know, and at the end I've come to nothing or nearly nothing. So I come back to my first note as I must come back to you. I will pour into that one note all the love I feel for you. Anyone who wants the whole show, make me powerful, I do. He will find himself with no show. Better play the note you know. John Rodby. Harvey Newmark. consequence of you. There are so many people who can talk and talk and talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. I'm used to pull the scale, I know, and at the end I've come to nothing or nearly nothing. So I come back to my first note, as I must come back to you. I will pour into that one note all the love I feel for you. Anyone who wants the whole charade, me fa sol la ti do, he will find himself with no show. Better play the note you know. He will find himself with no show. Better play the note you know. He will find himself with no show. Better play the note you know. Thank you so much. John Rodby, Harvey Newmark, Sinclair Lott. I'm Sherry Williams. Oh, thank you.